We are in the kitchen with Executive Chef John Gibbons from Bistro this morning. We're making two dishes you may find on their menu. Ribs with a cherry Coke barbecue sauce and a deconstructed peanut butter pie. So this could be a turkey alternative.
It could be.
It could be. Welcome to the Hampton Road Show.
Good
to have you here.
Thank you.
This is a great dish also, and the smell's coming from the kitchen already. I think everyone has got it in their nose.
Well, it's just getting started.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do we need first for the dish that you're making?
What we're going to do is we're going to show the preliminary steps. We have our ribs. We're going to dunk them in a smoke bath. We're going to season them, wrap them, roast them, and pop them in the oven, and then we'll finish them off a little later, sauce them, and set them on our plate.
Very good. Like I said, it smells really good here in the kitchen right now. We're going to put all the steps and all the how-tos, the ingredients, all that at thehamptonroadshow.com. First of all, I think we have to talk about this sauce, very fragrant sauce. What is in it, and how do you make it?
That is our cherry Coke barbecue sauce. It is reduced with dried cherries, orange juice, lemon, a little lime juice, and we reduce that down. We puree it. It's one of our signature sauces at Bistro.
Oh, okay. So would you say you can use this, once you perfect making it, you can use it not only for ribs, but for other meats?
Absolutely. Poultry, anything. Like I said, you can add your own special treats to it. It's a signature sauce, so I don't want to give everything away.
Oh, you don't want to give all of your secrets. I get it. But it smells really, really good.
Well, thank you.
So as far as making it ahead of time, is that, how long does it take to actually make
Absolutely. I made it ahead of time just because of the amount of steps. We actually use cherry Coke. We do a reduction, bring that down with the cherries to hydrate it, a little chipotle, and puree it. And it takes a little bit of time, so I wanted to go ahead and save a few steps and just go ahead and get it warmed up.
Well, we appreciate that. Now, what did you just do right there?
This is our smoke dunk. This is a little bit of a liquid smoke flavor, 50% diluted by water. And then we're going to take the ribs, we're going to dunk them in there, put them back on their pan, salt and pepper them, wrap them in plastic and foil, and pop them in the oven. Okay,
well, how did you come up with this liquid?
You can get liquid smoke in a bottle, and you can just add it and dilute it down. We have core items at all our Bistro restaurants. The ribs came from one of our Florida restaurants, and we adapted it in the peninsula.
Very nice. All right, so you're going to dunk them now into the liquid?
Yeah, we're just going to take them and just run them through there.
Oh.
And get them on both sides.
It's not a marinade, though.
No, it's just to give a natural smoky flavor. We don't have a grill to finish them off like we do at the restaurant. But what we'll do is we'll roast them, take them and cut them, and then we will finish them off on the grill with the cherry Coke sauce, and then plate them up.
Wow, lots of good flavor there. And people may be surprised that you can get a meal like this. A hearty meal like this at a movie theater.
We have a very diverse menu. Jumbo lump crab cakes, New York strip, ribs, all our desserts and everything we make ourselves, and we'll be demonstrating one of those a little later.
All right, very, very good. I bet it's been busy over the weekend over at
We've had a very good weekend. We've had a lot of movies releasing and big name movies that have come out recently with the holiday and everything. We've been doing very well.
Really, really good. All right, so this what happens right now?
What I'm going to do is I'll take a little of this salt and pepper.
Okay.
And we'll just sprinkle this over it.
Give it a bit of seasoning.
Absolutely.
Although it does seem like it has quite a bit of flavor already in it.
Right. We want to take it in stages, and we'll finish it off, like I said, as we would normally grill it. What we're going to do is we're just going to roast this in the oven, and then we will sauce them up and plate them up.
Okay, sounds good. So this goes in the oven, and we will finish this up and then talk about our deconstructed peanut butter pie coming up in our next segment. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
In the kitchen with Executive Chef John Gibbons from Bistro this morning. We're making two dishes you're going to find on their menu. Ribs with a cherry Coke barbecue sauce plus a deconstructed peanut butter pie. That's for our third cooking segment. We're still finishing up our ribs, though. You popped them in the oven. How long is it going to go in, and what kind of temperature?
Those are 2 full racks. Usually we cook about 40 pounds at a time, but we roast them for an hour and 45 minutes. At 325 degrees, or until they're tender. Once you uncover them, you'll be able to bend the rack and see if that meat is starting to separate from the bone. But I recommend roasting close to 2 hours. But what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pull those out.
Right. So we just earlier put that smoked liquid on it.
Correct.
And then you're going to actually do something different with it.
Right. I started with the raw ones, and I already had some cooked ones going. so we can see the second step here.
Okay. And then that's when we're going to put our cherry Coke sauce.
That is correct.
We were talking earlier about the goings-on at the movie theater, and I should say, you should get a bigger name for it because you've got a bowling alley in it and some huge screens. You're talking about some interesting things that you've been doing for the holidays.
That is correct. We do holiday parties just for children with the bowling lanes and everything like that. We do have business meetings that come through and use our theaters to be able to project.
Yeah. Talk about everybody being able to see everything that you want to talk about, right?
Exactly, and it's very casual seating. We do a la carte style service for lunch. They can break. They can have continental breakfasts as well. And we just try to facilitate people as best we can with whatever needs. But like I said, I had my son's birthday party there in the bowling alley, and you could buy food, you can order this off the menu, the games and everything. It's a really good time. A
little bit of everything, and I bet the holiday parties there are a lot of fun. I mean, you kind of have a lot to do out there for folks who come.
The development itself, there's so much going on out there. People shopping now, and we're starting to see the decorations are up and people are out and about, and it's a good thing to be a part of.
Definitely, definitely. Now this here, how long had you cooked the ribs before you pull it out to put the sauce on?
These have probably been going for close to 10 minutes. What I want to do is sauce these and pop it back in to caramelize. Okay. What we'll do is we're going to set these with a side of sauteed asparagus.
Now, did you only sauce one side?
What we'll do is I'm going to caramelize. Like I said, what we usually do is we do want to grill in the restaurant. We're not having one here, so we get that nice sticky sauce as well as an additional smoky flavor to it.
So you're making some exceptions for us.
That is correct.
You gotta do that.
And with the try to get that all down in there. With this dish, as with any of the others, they have some have certain settings of sides, like our steak entree and crab. But I'm setting this with asparagus. Usually, people enjoy shoestring potatoes or golden sweet potato fries. But we want to set this and encourage a healthier.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. These look like baby asparagus.
These are very pencil thin. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're just going to saute these lightly, blanch those off a little bit while we've got our sauce caramelizing on there.
Okay, well we're going to do that, wrap that up here, finish up our ribs, and then do our dessert coming up in our next segment. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
We are finishing up dinner. We're going to start working on dessert with Executive Chef John Gibbons from Cinebistro this morning. 2 dishes on their menu that we're making today. Ribs with a cherry Coke barbecue sauce. And then later on we're going to work on that deconstructed peanut butter pie. That looks delicious and it smells wonderful. So you sauced both sides.
Correct. I put the first side on. Tried to caramelize up as best as I could. Flipped it over, sauced it. And like I said, we call this a rib stack. We're going to stack the bones up and add our asparagus to it, and we'll jump right into our desserts.
You're just showing off there. It's all right. I still quite haven't gotten that. So the asparagus, you just lightly
we blanched that to
not roasted,
just to knock the raw off it, and finished it light, a little butter, salt and pepper, and we're going to stack our ribs up here.
It's a pretty hearty portion.
It is. It's about a half a rack is what the portion size is on that.
Good to know.
And we finish it with an additional little side of sauce if you like a little extra.
I imagine it can be kind of messy at the movie theater, but they're enjoying it. The patrons are enjoying it. As far as the dessert goes, you've got some here already made.
Correct.
What are the steps for putting it together?
And we call it a deconstructed peanut butter pie because it's not a traditional set-in pie. What we have is graham cracker crumbs, a nice chocolate sauce, our peanut butter mousse, and a roasted banana cream, which we roast the bananas and add to our whipped cream. And then we finish with a little Swiss dark chocolate diamonds and chocolate. They're puffed rice with chocolate balls on top of it.
It looks delicious. Will you help us show us how you put it together, John? Because it really looks wonderful. And look at these little chocolate balls here. Whew. I don't know if we're going to actually make it to the actual dessert. How do you start it? What do you put first?
Well, I put a little bit of chocolate down, and I'll layer it with the graham.
Here, I will finish this up, and you can start on the dessert. Yeah.
I'll show you right here. We'll add a little chocolate in on the bottom. Oops. We'll take a little bit of our
Just regular chocolate sauce, right?
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
We make it in the restaurant. Like I said, we use a Swiss chocolate, and we'll take and layer with our peanut butter.
And then what's in there?
This is the peanut butter mousse, which has got a little bit peanut butter, heavy cream, cream cheese, a little dark rum, and then we'll go and layer it back over again.
Layers of chocolate and peanut butter. I think people might say that's all good.
And like I said, we roasted the banana cream. We'll roast the bananas and take the skins off and make our fresh cream up. And we will use that to top our dessert off. And then, like I said, we use the dark chocolate diamonds. Oops. Let's see here.
Looks really, really good and pretty simple to make. In a sense, once you have all the pieces together.
Once you have the pieces together, it's quite simple to make.
Of course, we're going to put all the directions and what goes into this exact dish at thehamptonroadshow.com. It just basically looks like you're layering like sugar after sugar layer.
That is correct. What we'll do is we'll add top it with a little bit of our fresh mint. We'll take our chocolate diamonds, pop right on here, and add a little extra chocolate sauce around it.
All right, very, very nice, John. Thank you very much. Dessert is almost served. We're going to put that with the ribs and do a little bit of sharing coming up before the end of the show. Thanks very much.